I'm live. So I got my mic connected today, and I caught myself doing a little mic check before I press live, but I really didn't get through it all the way. So I don't even know if you can hear me with the mic or if it's just my phone. This should be interesting. But anyway, so for today, well, actually, let me just wait and see if anybody pops on, because I'm not going to save this live. But I do have some original poetry that I want to share. Let me turn this down a little bit. I like how this looks. Wait, why do it change? Don't change. I think I like this angle, but the lighting is kind of doing something weird. Interesting. I think I'm gonna just go with this, even though I kind of want it to be. That's a little bit better. I mean, I really don't want it to be dark. Am I gonna leave it like this? Let's just go with it. All right, so is this the poetry I want to share? So I have a couple different poems that I want to share, but they all are in the style of acrostic poetry. So if you're not familiar with acrostic poetry is basically a poem that, oh wow, how do I describe this? Basically, the first letter of each line vertically spells a word. So let me give you an example. This first poem, vertically, the first letter of each line is L-O-V-E. So it spells the word love, but each line is different. So this is how it goes. Loss is an illusion, false evidence appearing real. Open the eyes of your heart, veils lift and discernment refines. Everything is loving light, meaning. Wait, what? I'm trying to see what I even wrote. Everything is loving light. Oh, wearing a silly disguise. Okay, so that was hilarious because I couldn't even decipher my own handwriting. But yeah, so that's an example of acrostic poetry. So I'm probably going to put the text on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Like, if you look at the text of the poem, then you'll see that it makes a word with the first with the first letter of each line. So yeah, let me read that one more time. Loss is an illusion in life, false evidence appearing real. Open the eyes of your heart. Veils lift and discernment refines. Everything is loving light, wearing a silly disguise. So yeah, I love that one because it's so short. And I was about to, well, when I wrote that poem, I was preparing to facilitate like a virtual poetry. Oh my gosh, now I'm like stumbling because that was just so funny earlier. But yeah, I was preparing for a virtual poetry like facilitation, and I was gonna be teaching acrostic poetry. So that didn't work out, but I'm kind of glad it didn't, because either way, like, I started playing with acrostic poetry and I started writing some poems, and I was like, I really like this. Like, I feel like when you write in poetry, you either have something that just want to come through, or like you just trying to make something come through. But with acrostic poetry, since the first letter of each line spells a word, you kind of already have a starting point. So it's just a matter of like coming up with the lines. So yeah. So another one that I wrote, and it spells the word love, it goes like this. Let emotions flow like water. Open thine mind and heart to now possibilities. Vet and discern who can handle access to your energy. Exist like you are worthy to take up space. That was cute. So I made a longer one, and it's like I was still going with the flow of, well, the theme of love, but this one is longer because it actually spells a sentence. So the sentence is, love is the answer. And it goes like this. Lend me your ear, my dear. Open your heart to infinite possibility. Veils lift when we choose to hear, especially with curiosity. Imagine a life guided by passion, stimulated by faith and innocence. Trust is key. Hear the call and don't stall. Erase all doubt and lean in. Acceptance is unconditional. Now, here and beyond time, we play. Stories once written can always be amended. We let go to create anew. Let go. Evolve and embody with we, or repeat. And so it is with you. What do you choose? So yeah, that was the long one. I like this one because I kind of challenged myself, since when I was first like crafting these poems, I was just using one word. I really challenged myself to do a whole sentence and like stick to a theme. So it wasn't like super challenging, but at the time, since I knew I was preparing to like host a class, I was like, let me create one for like people who are maybe more advanced writers, because I consider myself an advanced writer. Like, I do international writing at this point, and I'm just like, I want to have enough for people at all stages. Like, a beginner could do just a word, which, you know, your word could be something as short as cat, so that's just 3 lines. Or you could start with love, which I gave examples for earlier. But when I did the whole sentence, I was like, okay, yeah, this is good, because it's not just going to be challenging for the people who I'm teaching, but it's challenging for me too, so I know this is good. Let me see, do I have any more? I do have another one, but it's actually on the phone that I'm recording. So I think I might make a reel for that one and then share that one, because that poem, it's not an acrostic poem like the ones that I've been reading. But yeah. I'm just so proud of myself at this point. Like, I've been writing poetry most of my life, but like performing my poetry is a totally different thing. So I'm just happy to be in a space where I feel enthusiastic about sharing and not even caring what anybody think. Like, I'm not looking for feedback or criticism. I'm really just sharing with the intention to inspire somebody else to like write some poetry or do something creative and like not take life too serious, because it really doesn't have to be. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Let me see, I might invite somebody on here. Oh wait, what time is it? I don't think they're even available. But yeah, so this was a short live today, and I'm not saving this one. I'm probably going to chop up this footage and post it as a reel at some point, just to share the poetry. But yeah, so if you made it live, look at you catching this blessing. All right, peace.